Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Well, today we're talking about things that TikTok got me to buy. The first one you may notice is, hopefully my sound is a little different. It's because I'm using a wireless microphone. I've seen people use these for years, and I thought, well, why not get one? Now, I actually didn't buy mine on TikTok. I got mine on Amazon because I don't know, I just wasn't sure. I wanted to be able to return it easily, blah, blah. So I did pick this up from Amazon, but it was because of everyone on TikTok using it. So today we're going to use it, and hopefully we'll see what it does to the quality of my video. Maybe we like it and maybe we don't. Maybe this is a disaster. All right, let's start with the things that you saw in the thumbnail. So first off, I guess my favorite purchase, I think this is my favorite, is this curve case collective from Makeup by Mitchell. His handle is usually M by M. Excuse me, there's something in my eye. Hot mess. I've been following him for years, first on Instagram, and then I found him on TikTok. He is a British makeup artist, and he uses all these, well, first of all, it's all his own makeup, but he uses all these incredible colors. And when I saw this cheek palette, you could probably use it for your lips too. I had to have it. Now, remember when they were going to take TikTok away from us back in February? I was in an all-out panic. So there were certain things I had to get, and this was one of them, and I'm so glad I did. This shade here in the corner, up here, this upper corner, this is called Peony Passion. It's what I'm wearing today. I've been wearing this non-stop. I love it so much. It's the perfect neutral for my skin. I really want to get a blush, a powder blush that I can use to top it, because these are creams. I mean, you can see it's a nice creamy consistency. Let me show you the shade. It is just a really beautiful shade, and you can sheer them out very easily. They do stay a little creamy and dewy to the touch, although my hair doesn't stick to it, but I really want to be able to just like set it with its same color. I really need to check his actual site to see if he carries it in a powder, because I would totally buy it. But I've been looking at Sephora. I haven't been able to get the right shade. However, all of these shades on here are actually gorgeous. They seem like a lot. They're all pretty translucent, transparent, so they're much lighter than you would think. However, you see these like oranges and yellows, and actually any of the other colors, you can actually mix them together, do it like on the back of your hand or on a little palette, and you can actually blend and mix and match and get the shades that you really want that are right for your skin tone. It's an incredible palette. Now, one of the reasons I purchased it, obviously, because TikTok was supposed to shut down, but secondly, it was on sale for like half off. So I got it, I think, for around $30. It's incredible. How many are in here? 24 shades. I am super happy to have it. Now, does everyone need all of this? No. Is it going to last me a long time? Yeah, I'm going to wear it until it starts to stink. So happy with this. All right, next up from Abi Ame. This is their summer skin. I bought this because everyone was putting it on and it was making their body super, super glowy, like shiny, glistening. But they said that they weren't having any tackiness or stickiness, that their hair wasn't sticking to it. I bought it, obviously. Well, actually, I bought this recently. It took months for me to be like convinced to buy it. And it's kind of like not the right season. I thought, oh, okay, I'll have like glistening skin for the summertime. Let me show you. So on this arm, there's nothing. And when you first put it on, yeah, my skin looks wet and dewy and glowy. And that's what they show you. Like everyone that shows you this on TikTok, they're all like, oh, look at how dewy and glowy, and it just dries down and it stays like this and blah blah. It doesn't stay like this. Like, it sinks in. It's a hydrator. It hydrates your skin. The ingredients, there's nothing like super special or super interesting. They're all good quality hydration ingredients. It's not really as they're showing it. Like, any of the content creators just are like, they almost look wet. They're so glossy and glowy. And do I look wet, glossy, or glowy? I mean, it's fine. And actually, this, even though I was hoping, you can see it's still not even dried down yet. So let's keep an eye on this meat during the video and see if you notice anything like glowy or glossy about it. But here's the thing. I was hoping to have glowy, glossy skin in the summer. I'm not getting that. It is a nice hydrator, so I actually think I will like this a lot more in the winter when my skin feels dry, but it's not going to give me that gleamy, gorgeous chest that everyone is showing. It's a nice product. It's just, it's not what I thought it was going to be. All right, and next up from Dalba, this is their first spray serum. As you can see, it's a dual phase, the oil on top, then the water phase or whatever it is. You got to shake it first and then give it a spray or two on your skin. You can see it's a nice light spray, which is perfect. Love that. So I thought, ooh, this would be nice like at the end of doing my makeup when I'm powdery before I actually do a setting spray. It's a good fixing spray to kind of settle down the powders. So I didn't get this until probably March, maybe. And we started getting more moisture. It was more hydration in the air. Hydration? That's not even the word. Humidity. So I didn't actually, it wasn't working like I thought it would. I was spraying 2 sprays before my makeup, putting it on. As a matter of fact, I was using it before my face and body foundation from Dior, which is a little bit more of a long wear matte leaning foundation. I thought, well, maybe this would give me a little glow, but I would still get the long wear. No, my skin looked greasy. Then I thought, okay, I'll use it at the end of my makeup when I have all my powders on to kind of settle the powders. It was fine for about the first half hour. And then as the day went on, my face looked greasy. So if you have dry skin and you just want to put it on dry skin to give yourself some nice hydration, fine. If you live in a dry, arid climate, I think you might like this a lot just for like daily hydration boost. Great. If you live somewhere where it's humid or if you have oily skin, combination skin, I don't think you're going to entirely love it. I want to love it, but I haven't found the right application for me. I have a feeling here again, come wintertime, if my skin is drier during the day and I just want to give a little hydration boost, I can do a little spraying then. And maybe before and after my makeup application, when my makeup can look a little drier in the winter. But right now, from spring and summer so far, this isn't right for me. All right, next up, this wasn't actually pushed to me by TikTok. This was something that one of the makeup creators that I follow was talking about. His name is Scortez Beauty, and he is incredibly knowledgeable, incredibly talented. So I take what he says very heavily. I have high regard of his makeup opinions. Let's just say that. So he was talking about how he had tried this Caudalie Premier Crew eye cream. This is a ½ ounce. He says that he loves using it on his clients before their concealer, but he only uses 3 little dots. And when he showed us the 3 little dots, it was literally, that's 1 dot. He uses 3 under each eye. And I was like, okay. So I went to the Sephora website and it's $85. And I was like, oh, Jesus, do I want to spend $85 on an eye cream? No, but Scortez said it made concealer look so beautiful, last so much better, not crease at all. So I thought, all right. So what I did was I turned in 2,500 of my Sephora points. On Thursdays at noon Eastern time is when they re-release the new, what are they called? I can't even think of what it's called, but it's where you can buy things with your points. So there's a $100 gift card that you can buy for 2,500 points. So that's what I did on a Thursday at noon on the dot. Those go quickly. So if you want to do that with your points, you got to be pretty on time. So I got the $100 gift card and I purchased this. So it didn't hurt as bad. It's not like it's free in my mind, but it's not free. I have used it at night before bed. It's nice. I have used it before. I have used it with my concealer. And actually, I've been using it with the Sarah Creel concealer, and that's how I used it today. The Sarah Creel is really nice because you don't have to set it with powder, and it's been working really nice with this. I liked it a lot today because I was on camera with you guys. I did set with powder. I do feel like there's some dry looking lines there, and I think that's because of the powder. I don't think it's because of this combination at all. So I can't say 100% you need to go out and buy this. I'm going to need more time with it. But like I said, I think the powder was the problem, actually the specific powder that I used. So I'm happy that I have it. I believe Scortez. I'm going to use this diligently the way he said so I can have perfect looking under eyes. We'll see if it happens actually. All right, one of the things that I purchased because TikTok made me, I don't even have anymore. If you watched my empties video, then you would have seen I had purchased the Rejurin serum. It is a salmon sperm DNA serum. Basically, in South Korea, they do a invasive procedure. They inject it under the skin to give your skin like this radiance, this plumpness, this glowing. It is supposed to help build collagen, make your skin look younger. So for us here outside of outside of South Korea, we are able to purchase their topical. I purchased it, I used it, it was fine. It's a little pricey. I am going to repurchase it again in the future when it's on sale, and I'm going to use it with the Riedel shot. I'm going to get the Riedel shot 300, and I'm going to use the two of them together to see how that works. That's going to be about a 3-month process. So we'll talk about that in the future. But I did buy the Bergeron because TikTok forced me to. Oh, and did I mention all of my TikTok purchases? I have my Apple Pay linked to it. That way my credit card or my banking information isn't being held by TikTok. I just feel like that's like a safer way for me to make the purchases. I don't know. I don't know how you feel about making purchases on TikTok, but for me, using the Apple Pay just feels more secure. One of the things that I also purchased before TikTok was supposed to close was this nail honey. I purchased this because I don't have great nails, and it's a small woman-owned business, and I was like, you know what? I really want to have nice-looking nails. So I used this every night for probably 2 weeks. I would put it on my cuticles just like I'm doing now. Yes, I would get them nice and oily. Then I would just rub it in gently. And then, of course, I would go to bed like this so as not to ruin my linens. And I just do not have like the long-standing patience, the stick-to-itiveness to actually continue with it. As you can tell, like it looks like I didn't use it, and I used it every night for 2 weeks. And then I just kind of stopped. I'm sure it's a lovely product. Every now and then I buy cuticle oils to help my nails be stronger and grow healthier. And I just never stick to it. I don't know why I thought this time was going to be different, but somehow TikTok got me to buy it. All right, so here's a crazy thing that I bought that I literally haven't even used. Like the cord is still all together. So our poor dog Griffin hated going to the groomers. And as he was getting older, I just didn't want to take him to the groomer any longer because it was just too traumatic for him. And as it happens, we had to put him down. He crossed the Rainbow Bridge in March. I miss him desperately, but I mean, I did the best I could for him in his final time. But anyway, I thought, well, I could groom him with this, and it might be easier for him, and he wouldn't have to go through the trauma. So it hooks up to this here hose, of course, and it's almost like a vacuum situation. So as you're brushing them, the fur is getting sucked up into here and ends up in here. Great idea, don't you think? It also has other parts. I haven't even taken them all out of here. Like this is for nail trimming, which is one of the reasons why I bought it. Also, there was this grooming tool here, that's like for like trimming, and then here's the little vacuum thing. So it seems like a good idea. This is supposed to be quiet. You're not getting fur and debris everywhere all over your house. It's just all getting sucked into here. That seemed like a great thing for me. Did I use it? Not once. And then lastly, I bought this cookbook. This is from a creator. Actually, what is her actual handle? Let me get it right. Bake It with Mel. She is a French pastry chef, and I've been following her for quite some time, and I've gotten so many incredible tips and tricks for leveling up your baking. And what I really like, here's the cutest thing. She's so personal. She even writes inside here, she signed it, "Your butter half, Mel." Oh my God, how cute is that? Even though, because I'm on the Wegovy, I'm not baking nearly as much as I used to, and I love baking. So when I do bake, I really want it to be as like the best that I can get it. And I have learned so much from her. I've changed my butter. Now I only use European butters for when I'm baking because of the higher butterfat content. But there are so many things that I have learned from her page, and now I'm so happy to have her book. So for me, this was like a real worthwhile purchase. I read cookbooks like regular books when I get them. I read every page, learn everything I can, and then hopefully some of it sticks with me. But then I also kind of retain a little bit of what's in the cookbook. So when I want to make something, I'm like, oh, it's in that Bake It with Mel book, sweet treats. I really do have enthusiasm for baking. It's just I don't have enthusiasm for eating it now because I don't eat my treats like I used to. So anyway, you guys, that's what TikTok has gotten me to purchase. I am officially a TikTok shopper, and I'm not mad about it at all. My husband might be, but I'm not. All right, you guys, sound off in the comments and tell me things that you've purchased from TikTok that you absolutely love, because maybe you'll influence me. All right, you guys, that's all for today's video. I want to thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.